Aloha! Thanks for joining me today in my happy place. I'm Sheila Kay, and today I'm going to introduce you to a rare, remarkable, and super sweet fruit known as the Monstera deliciosa. I'll tell you where I find it, a few interesting facts about it, and share some of my favorite ways to enjoy it. I'm the happiest hobbyist, and all of that is coming right up. Native to the tropical rainforests of Central America, the Monstera delicioso is so named monster because of its large, somewhat unusual leaves. They're deep green and have big holes in them that are actually great for during hurricane season, letting wind and rain pass through with minimal damage to the plant. You may have seen these grown as a houseplant where they grow up to about 8 feet indoors, though in their natural habitat they grow to 60 feet, sometimes more. The Monstera owes the second part of its name, deliciosa, to the fruit it produces, a corn-shaped and approximately corn-sized fruit with scales on the outside that later lift off to reveal a fleshy, sweet, juicy fruit. Often compared to bananas, pineapples, mangoes, all manner of tropical fruits, this fruit has the nickname of the fruit salad plant. Alright, so I have an action camera strapped to my head, and I am going to go try to find some Monstera growing on my street. You're welcome. See you in a few. There we have some Monstera deliciosa. Just growing right on the side of the road. All looks too young to have any flowers or fruit. Did. Oh, there's one right there. I hope you can see this. Ooh, sleeping grass. There's a Monstera flower right there. It's not even opened up yet. Cool. That's going to be a fruit one day. So this is what they look like when they're young. They're actually very beautiful. That is approximately a year away from being able to pick and harvest. The other two things there, same thing, but a little longer. They're still wrapped up. Here's, let's see if we can find a good shot of a leaf. Look at that. Just the most beautiful plant. So awesome. Monstera deliciosa. Let's check and see if there's any. Oh, there's some more right there. You see them? Go. And like I said, most people will just let these ripen and fall to the ground and never do anything with them. They're awesome. This place has them growing all over. Some people say it's called a monster because of the pain. There is, what is this? It's oxalic acid. It's calcium oxalate in here. High quantities of calcium oxalate. And they dissipate some as the fruit ripens and you can eat it. But if you were to eat the fruit before it is ripe, it could cause swelling, definite pain and discomfort of your tongue, your throat. It's bad. It's very, very bad. I did it once. I'll never do it again. So what you have to do with these is you have to wait for them to ripen naturally. If you look at this one, this is what they look like. That's the unripe portion, and you can see these hexagon-shaped scales all over it. They start to separate a little bit, and when it's actually ripe, they pull away from the flesh, from the fruit. In some case, that's normally how it is, and then you can just knock them off of there. Anywhere these have naturally fallen off is now safe to eat. There is still a high concentration of, what's it called, calcium oxalate in it, so it's still potentially uncomfortable. Like I said, I've had lots and lots of it, so it doesn't bother me really at all anymore. But for some people, if you're sensitive to things, you might be aware. Anyway, so I'm going to show you a little of the harvesting process. This is 5 Monstera that are just starting to ripen on their first day. The scales are starting to fall away, and in this case, the fruit has come away from the core. That's super ripe fruit. Even if the scales were still on there, that is indicative of a ripe fruit. In my comments, I hope you'll let me know if you've ever seen this fruit before. Did you know that that was an edible thing on this plant? Or, I don't know, do you have one of these yourself? It's a beautiful houseplant, like I've said. I think I remember it in the 70s growing up, seeing it in friends' homes, but I'm not sure. I was a kid then. So this is a bit of the process. Like I said, I'm taking the scales off, and then I'll just take a spoon and scoop the fruit off of there. It's kind of like corn kernels, but they're full of water, super sweet, full of sugar, high in vitamin C. I'm not sure if I said that yet. Very delicious. So I'll do that, like I said, an inch at a time all week long. This is 1 day's harvest worth of 5. And I think I ate most of that day. If you look, so after I harvest it, there's a lot of different things I like to do with it. First off, I like to eat it just fresh right off of the ceremen. There's a vocabulary word for you. That's what they're called. You can either call it a Monstera or you can call it a ceremen. I just learned that recently. Now you know. So you can eat it fresh that way, or you can put it on cottage cheese, one of my favorite ways. Or what else have I done? Recently I made like a sorbet. I put some Monstera, Monstera, lilikoi, coconut milk, and honey, and it was really, really good. It's gone. I would show you, but it's gone. I'm going to make some ice cream. Hopefully I'm going to try some ice cream this weekend. But yeah, basically anywhere you put a banana, you might be able to put this. You can, I like to freeze it, and then it's good in the blender. It just blends up like a mush, like a banana. Oh yeah, I've made no, I've not made banana bread. I mean, I have made banana bread. I've made Monstera bread. Very, very good. Super, super good. Love it. I don't know. It's a fruit. Eat it.